Oh, man! Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be reviewing what probably is one of the best episodes of The Walking Dead ever. Totally unexpected. That is of The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 3, Four Walls and a Roof. Okay, so definitely do not watch this review if you have not seen the episode yet. This is going to contain some humongous, and when I say humongous, I mean huge freaking spoilers. So, what did I think about this episode? This was one of the most exciting episodes of The Walking Dead ever. And that's saying something because the show is so good. And this kind of, some of the topics I've been doing this summer leading up to, in videos leading up to the season starting, a couple of them were, is it becoming too predictable? Is it becoming repetitive, season by season? And people have a lot of mixed opinions. But my thoughts are the show just keeps getting better and better and better. Yes, there's some up and down slow times. You have, climax episodes. You have some slower episodes that lead up to them. Like, for example, the second episode this season, great episode, but it was kind of like a slow from the, the premiere being really exciting. This episode being, honestly, maybe better than the premiere. I mean, seeing Carol attack Terminus was just insane. Yeah, that was incredible. About as good of a premiere as we'll probably ever have. But I honestly think this episode was more intense. This episode was more exciting because we know what Gareth's group is all about. If they win, or if they get a hold of, at that point, like midway in the episode, I wasn't even thinking, like, what if they beat Rick's group? But I was thinking, are they going to capture everyone inside the church and then, use them against Rick's group or something like that? And also, as I was talking about being predictable, there was some misinformation about this one. The mid-season finale, at least it was rumored online, the title on the wiki was posted as Fear the Hunters for a little while. So I actually did a video just last week, and I've been wrong a lot lately, by the way. Let's just put it out there in my videos. And I'm a man. When I make a mistake, when I make an error, I own up to it. So I made some mistakes in some videos lately. It's hard. The Walking Dead is very unpredictable. But I was talking about how I thought the mid-season finale was going to be the end of the Hunters. Straight up, and I firmly believe that, and the video didn't do bad. Most, like 90% thumbs up. So most people, it seems, were under that impression that we were going to have at least a little while of the Hunters. I didn't hear anybody predicting that this week was going to be the last episode of the Hunters. They were going to be killed off this week, or they were going to be killed this week. Just didn't think it was going to happen. Thought they were going to get at least half a season. Thought we were going to get a lot of time with them. Maybe go off with the best storyline for a while. Have the Hunters come back in after and catch up to the group or something. Who knows? I don't know. But this one it blew by, and it was so intense. When you get to the scene and you see Rick's group walk to the schoolyard, and then you have Gareth's group walk in the other direction just beforehand, and you're thinking to yourself, oh man, did Gareth's group just give Rick's group the slip? And then they show up at the church, and at that point, I'm just thinking, like, where's Rick's group at, and what's going to happen here? Are they going to take everybody captive? But of course, Gareth keeps running his mouth, as he likes to do, as we know he likes to do, and is all quiet as they're going in. And man, that, like, the theme music, the boom, boom, like as the tempo as it was building and everything, reminiscent of some of the Governor stuff we've had with that tempo that they use. Just some of the most exciting stuff I've ever seen in an episode or a TV show or any kind of media, movie or anything. That was just so epic because on one hand, you have Judith, right? Totally defenseless. You have Bob, totally defenseless. You got Carl. He's got a sidearm, and they don't really look like they're, in a position to handle six of Gareth and five of his people. The true hunters from the comic book series that we're used to seeing. And then when Gareth gets the two get shot, Gareth gets his hand, shot off by Rick. Oh man, it was just so epic. Now, I was thinking for the longest time my favorite kill was going to be, and this is a little bit sick. I'm going to admit this. I'm a little sick deep down inside. I got a little sickness to me. So I freaking loved it, man. I loved it when Sasha is like, oh, she gets a hold of, I'm pretty sure it was Martin. Now, this was a dark episode. It's hard to see. But she's like, she's just going at him. It's just like over and over again, just going at him. And then you got Rick, and the first swipe that Rick gets on Gareth, and then he just keeps going, and then it's just a massacre. You just see like blood everywhere. You see Abraham, he's like smashing the guy with the assault rifle, and Sasha's just giving Martin the time, and just, oh my gosh, just, it was awesome. It was awesome. Some of the most, and it was dark. It was dark too. And like I said, I'm a little sick for loving it as much as I did, but I loved it. That was just some of the, that's one thing you don't see a lot, where a character, that's a feeling I haven't gotten from any movies or anything like that, where you'll have the hero, like Rick and the survivors are clearly the good guys, as Bob says later on as well too. And they're committing this act, right, that is absolutely heinous. They're just massacring these guys, right? Now, they didn't say I didn't get a hold them down, which I was hoping to get with an axe with Rick to systematically torture and kill Gareth. They went the high road, which was just to have that happen and then have Sasha go to town on Martin, which was awesome. But it was just. There's not a lot of times where you have a good character like the good guys, our good group, massacring somebody in such a capacity in a movie or show or anything, and you're behind it. You're like supportive of it, like you're enjoying watching them just slaughter these people. But you think of it, there's no other way. You can't leave them because they're going to do it again. They would have done it to anyone, just like Gareth said. Bob obviously has informed them of it. There was no other way. They had to do it. They could have given them a bullet each, but they really don't deserve mercy after what they've done to so many people and what Terminus was as a compound. So all in all, I mean, that right there was enough. They could have just filled the rest of the episode just with slow parts and build up and things like that, and I would have been perfectly happy. But no, not just that. That was only like half the episode, or a little bit more than half. In addition to that, of course, Bob obviously dies off in what was a beautiful ending to a great character, even him being happy in the end. Really touching scene with him. Great acting from the actress who plays Sasha. It just all around, it was so well done. It was so touching. It was so sad. And it was just great. And even the point where they even show, I didn't think they were going to show Tyrese, put him down type thing. But he did it in such a. If I get bitten by a zombie, when I was in The Walking Dead, I would want Tyrese to be the person to do it. If you're not going to give him a bullet, maybe they should have done that. But nice and soft, nice and easy, just right in there. No problem. Like you're going for a stroll in the park, just nice and easy, just nice and soft, just right in. So it was, really touching, really sad. Some incredible lines all the way through. I mean, we had so many awesome quotes, with Gabriel. This is what did he say? This is God's house or something like that. This is the house of the Lord. And then Maggie replies, no, it's just four walls and a roof. And man, obviously the title of the episode coming from that. Been wondering what the title of the episode. I mean, obviously we knew it referred to the church, but how? And it was just really slick how they included it like that. A lot of touching stuff with Bob. A lot of great lines. Even some exciting stuff between Rick and Abraham as the two are arguing and, deciding what they're going to do. Abraham just wants to say, screw it. Let's just outrun these guys. Let's just leave and get out of here. And then just forget it. Just whatever. Don't worry about it. And, of course, for a second there, I thought they were going to go at it. We were going to see some kind of fight between them or Rick just shoot him or something. I mean, really, at this point, the show is so unpredictable. Even though we know the comic book series storyline, they're really going their own route. You had even Judith who impacted the story in this one. Gareth says he likes her. Maybe we'll keep her. It's brutal, man. But like things like that in the comic book series, they didn't have that. That was an addition to keep Judith on and how she's impacting the story, and it's just totally becoming its own thing. How they use Bob in this one, really touching. Great character, man. I mean, a character that kind of came out of nowhere, didn't really know what they were doing with him, didn't really see too much with him for them to do in season 4, didn't really know what was going to happen with him. And really, in a short period of time, only like one season, come to think of him as a really, really great character, really cool type of person, and just all around, all the way through, an awesome character in a zombie apocalypse. So very, very cool. Of course, Martin, Gareth, and the others, the hunters, are done. They're dead. Terminus people, totally dead. They're done. We did get to hear from Gareth that they had actually spotted. They were following, and they did spot Carol and Daryl, and they saw them go off. Then, of course, to bring in the end of the episode, we see Dareth come out. We see Daryl come out of the woods, but we don't know who's with him at this time. So I'm thinking maybe now they're kind of messing with us. That's what they're doing. Is Beth with them? Is it Carol and Beth, or is it Daryl and just Daryl and Carol, or what is it at this time? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But strange one. But it's strange to me that Daryl would come out first and that Carol wouldn't come out with her gun in hand beside him, unless she was down on the ground with ready to shoot if through the scopes or whatever. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I don't think we can really say for sure at this time who's with him. We'll have to wait till next week's episode to find out. But I'll do a predictions video anyway later, which will be in the channel. I'll put it in the description, by the way. Once it's up and running, you can click the link in the description. Or I'll also post an annotation for it, and you guys can check out the predictions video for next week's episode. But yeah, I mean, so that was an additional thing there. We had a short conversation between Tyrese and Rick as they're digging, and Tyrese, as Rick tells him, he is still alive. So there's also the A that they wrote on the side of the church, which was weird. They did that. The termites, I guess, the hunters. And I mean, aside from that, just some great quotes all the way through, some amazing acting, really sad ending, but one of the most suspenseful, and just all around one of the scariest and most, I don't want to say action-packed, but just frightening and suspenseful episodes we've ever had of The Walking Dead. Definitely one of my favorites for sure, maybe being one of the best episodes ever, right up there with Too Far Gone. I really like the hunters and Terminus as villains, because if you lose to them, you know what's going to happen. So it's even more terrifying than just the governor, where he'll just kill you and that's it. It's over, like we saw with Bob this episode, killed. But they're not going to. He wouldn't do what the hunters are doing to people. So, wow. So, going to watch the episode again. Going to do the predictions video for next week, coming up pretty soon, probably in a couple hours, an hour or two. So it'll be in the channel. For most people that are watching, the predictions video is already in the channel. Just check the channel. Probably do a top five best moments of the episode. This one deserves it. Absolutely deserves it for sure. And I could go on longer, but for now, I think I'll stop here. Of course, if you guys have any video suggestions, please private message them to me. Probably do some discussion topics this week. Now that the time for the hunters is over, do a comparison between Gareth and maybe some of the other villains we've had. Joe, the governor, Shane, who's the best villain, where Gareth fits in that, what I think about him versus some of the others, and also just lots of predictions about what I think we're going to see with Daryl and the others. What's going on there? Is Carol with him? Is Beth with him? I guess we'll have to see. But next week definitely looks like we're going to see Beth. So let me know what you guys think about all of that. Like I said, check out the predictions video soon. If you're new to the channel and you want to get these videos on a daily basis, since the start of The Walking Dead Season 5, I have pretty much been doing Walking Dead videos every day. Maybe missing like 1 day or 2 days in the first couple weeks. So the first few weeks, actually. So definitely, if you guys want to subscribe, if you're new, I'm trying to get to 100,000 subs, so help me out. even if you already have a YouTube account, you want to do me a solid, you like the videos, do me a solid, sign up for another one under a different email and subscribe to me. Please try to get to 100,000. It's been a long road, so hopefully get there soon. But anyway, if you guys like this review and you like the episode, please thumb the video up below. Do me a solid, thumb it up. Subscribe to me again if you can. Add the video to your shares. Share it on Facebook or Google Plus or whatever you use, and favorite it. And let me know what you guys thought about this episode, what your favorite part was, and just all in all, man, just all the different, so much to talk about. Let me know what you guys think right in the comments below. And that's it for this video, guys. Awesome episode. I'll see you for the next one. As always, it's Trev. Stay in peace.